Hey guys, thanks for joining me today. I'm Mark. This is Spiguyver Backpacking. I'm on the trail. I am headed to Mid-State Trail. I'm in central Pennsylvania. I don't know if you guys can hear that rumbling. There wasn't a cloud in the sky when I started up here. Headed uphill right now, and the thunder is just rumbling all over, and I'm headed up to a ridge. Perfect place to be hiking to when there's a storm rolling in, and there's a lot of thunder. All right, well, we're out here to do a little bit of hiking this weekend, so let's go. If you can see the skies behind me, it is pretty dark. I think we're gonna get wet. Kind of contemplating whether or not I should find a spot, pull off the trail, set up the tarp, wait this one out. Oh, I'm gonna keep going for a little bit. We'll see. Man, this side trail that I'm going up is super, super steep. Whew. All right, the winds are really picking up. Only positive of it is that this might bring a little bit of cool down. It was like 93 degrees when I stepped out of the car. So it is warm. I'm sweating, it's hot. I'm gonna be drenched either way, so maybe if the thunderstorms come, cool it down. Could be a plus. Oh yeah, it's starting to get crazy. Trying to get off of this ridge. Rain's starting to come down. Oh yeah, temperature's dropping. That feels nice. A little bit worrisome though. Being up here, all this thunder around, not the best place to be. Okay, I just had a big branch come down right behind me. Whew. Didn't expect this much excitement right out the gate today. Holy crap. Yep, it's coming down. I gotta get off of this. I'm moving. Okay, nope. Big ass bolt of lightning was just right. Like instantaneous, bright flash and sound. I'm headed straight down, nowhere near where the trail is. If I see a spot down here, I can set up the tarp, just get out of this, down a little bit off the ridge, because that's the key right now, is getting somewhere safer. Nowhere is going to be completely safe. I'm high. Oh yeah, it's all around me, man. All right, so I just found a spot. I'm just crouching down. I'm not taking the time to set anything up. I don't want to be exposed. There's so much lightning around. It's loud, it's close. Wasn't in the forecast at all. I love this. No, I don't. I don't know if you can see the hill behind me, but I just like came straight down that, just trying to get lower. Hopefully this is a small one. It passes quickly and we can get back to it, but not good. Not what I expected. Rain's actually cold. Need this to pass so I can get moving again. rain's getting harder too. Crap. The rain is finally starting to lighten up. The thunder is over on the next ridge. That's where it's coming from, so lightning's in that direction mostly. I've heard a few that way. The trail is up that way. It's definitely looking much brighter up that way right now. So hopefully this is passing through. Everything's starting to get lighter, and this will just be gone, and I can get back on the trail. That kind of was a surprise. Kind of a surprise. All right, back up to the trail. Bugs are pretty bad. Over here, blue skies. Over here, thunder and lightning. Fortunately, it's past us. Quite a climb back up though. All right, if I keep following this, it is gonna get off this ridge, take me down lower, which is where I wanna go.
On the rooftop and fly away someday, but I'm not blessed with a pair of wings or a pair of eyes for shiny things like rusted gold chain necklaces and blue Pandora rings. I can see the swans down by the river and they look so at ease. I wish I could be a swan down by the river. Lord, please, 'cause they don't have to pay their bills. They get food for free.
All the pine branches are just so heavy with water. They're just swooping down, and then you have to walk through them. And although I'm already soaked, it just makes it even worse. That is a painful looking one right there. Ow.
Nothing but the trees.
Thanks.
A vast and open landscape fills my lungs, and I can finally breathe. I wish I could be a child again, read every trace of you, 'cause the more I learn about the world we live in, the less I wish I knew. So teach me how to fly kites on a windy afternoon, and we'll stay out long after daylight. Tell my mum I'll be home soon, and oh how simple it would be to know nothing but the trees.
Okay.
A vast and open landscape fills my lungs, and I can finally breathe. I'm on the apathetic side of this dystopia we're living in. Even though we try each time we find
Headed down to some water right now, but man, these hills are ridiculously steep, and just the number of gnats and mosquitoes are out of control. And this trail is not, I don't think it's very well maintained. It's got a lot of overgrowth, lots of bushes, lots of down trees. And there's a big spider web right in my face.
Like rusted gold chain necklaces and blue Pandora
I'm gonna go ahead and make some lunch. I've got one of my favorite lunches. I've got some snacks in here, but I have Thai style chicken soup. Outdoor pantry, good stuff. And so I'm gonna do that up, and yeah, it'll be good. I like this stuff. Alcohol stove. Brought the little mini cone for this one. This one has the lip on there where it fits right in there really well. And then I've got the puck, micro puck. Lift these up, and there we go. It's got 2 different types of felts in there that help it absorb and do what it needs to do. See, how much water do I need? 1 cup. I'm gonna go right at 1 cup on this one because it is a soup. That is perfectly fine for me. Most of the outdoor pantry meals, I go a little bit less than what it calls for, but for this one, go right with what it says. Spoon. Yeah, for dinner tonight, I've got the smoked pulled pork with salsa and black beans, and then I brought some extra dehydrated roasted tomatillo salsa. Never tried this before. It's from the Salsa Queen, so I'll let you guys know how that works out. So last night, I reapplied permethrin to all the clothes that I'm wearing, and even my hat. When I stopped here, I put on more Picardin, and these bugs are insane. They won't leave me alone. I keep having them go in my ears. I actually put Picardin in my ears because they keep going in them, and yeah, love it. Love these bugs. Water's almost to a boil. It's getting close, so almost time to throw that water in here. Let that sit for about 10 minutes, and then yum. I found the one small spot of sunshine right here, and it's kind of going in and out of clouds, but it's the only spot that they aren't completely surrounding me. I step over towards the water, and it's just like a swarm around me. Instantly that smell, oh, delicious. It's hot, boiling water, hot. So a little bit of a crazy start to the day. You know, I got out of the car, it was sunny. There were a bunch of kids playing down in the lake down where I parked. Families having fun. As soon as I started up that hill, I started hearing that rumbling, and I was like, ooh, that doesn't sound good. And just kept getting closer and closer. And I had the thought, maybe I should turn around and just go sit, wait this out in my car. But like a dumbass, I kept going, and found myself in absolutely the worst spot with lightning hitting all around me. Like visibly hitting 100 yards in front of me. Just this huge white flash, instant bang. And that's when the adrenaline spiked. It was time to go downhill. And I just started jumping over stuff and going down the hill. Yeah, I got down far enough that I thought that I was somewhat safe, got into a crouching position, and just kind of waited it out. The rain came, was absolutely drenching. Everything's wet. I'm about to check because I don't have a liner in this pack, and it looks like the bottom of the bag is wet. What I do know is this has a drain hole in the bottom of the bag, and so it looks like it has soaked water up through there. And on the bottom of the bag is, I believe, my underquilt. So I don't think that the underquilt's going to be necessary with as warm as it is right now. So we'll see. May have made a mistake with not having a liner in there. I normally have a liner in all the time just because it's a smart thing to do. You never know when a storm's going to come up. As we saw today, it can just come up anytime. It happens. I actually walked a little bit up the creek, and there is a really nice campsite right up there. So I will probably go up the trail a little ways and just kind of see what it looks like. But this little creek is beautiful, and that campsite right up there looks really nice. So that may be where I end up staying for the night. Okay, lunch should be ready. Actually, it should have been ready a while ago. I set the tarp up back here. I know I'm probably closer to the water than what I'm supposed to be out here in this forest, but this is an established campsite. You can see right here. That is definitely an established fire pit. Nice area down there where people have set up camp. And so I went up the hill a little bit, set up the tarp, and I've got my stuff under there just in case it starts raining again. It's all safe. I haven't set up the hammock yet. Today I brought the Townsend Luxury UL with the big old bug net on it because these bugs suck. It is still really hot. Oh, that smell. Seriously, guys, if you have not tried this outdoor pantry chicken Thai or Thai style chicken soup, you're missing out. You are missing out. One of the most flavorful meals I've ever had in the backcountry, and it never disappoints. Never. Taking a quick look at camp, I've got my Dutchware gear wide xenon tarp. This is the winter wide. I haven't used this one in a while. The last time I used it was actually at HangCon 2024, so January 2024. And the reason is, while I had it strung up, a dog had run through camp. It must be on the other side. A dog had run through camp and ran through it and ripped it wide open. Yeah, it must be down here. Okay, I don't even know where. Must be on the inside. We must have sealed it from the inside. But ripped it. About 6 inches long was the rip. And so while I was at Dutchware Gear, Dutch went ahead and did a repair on it and fixed it all up. And so now I can use it again. And that's pretty awesome. It's up here. So you see right here, it had ripped it open right there. So there you can see actually where it was ripped. So it was ripped a little bit above the seam, but it was enough that I didn't want to use it and have it rip even more. But now that we've got that repaired, no issue there. I've got the poles, the Dutch poles up over the top, really spread it out, spread open the inside. So let's look inside real quick. So here you can see just how wide, how much room we actually have in here. So this is a really wide bridge hammock, and it doesn't touch the sides. So this, let's see, right about here. Yep, right in here is a little bit damp. Not too bad, but I'm gonna let it air out a little bit, see if we can get that to dry. If not, while it's on me, my heat should dry it. Other than that, the underquilt is actually fine. It was the top quilt that was wet. Hammock is completely dry, completely ready to go. Pillow is good. And then this bug net has the underside, has a little under tray in here that you can store stuff, keep it up off the ground. But I've also got my Walhalla gear, Walhalla hammocks, Spiguyver ground cloth that was given to me for Christmas by Jason, and so I've got that here as well. So we got everything set up out of the wet. In case it does start raining again, we're all good to go. Hopefully that quilt dries out before nighttime, but honestly, it may be so warm that we don't use it anyway. So we'll see. Okay, so I'm just laying here reading, and I can hear the thunder rumbling around again. So I may batten down the hatches, close the doors up on this thing, just so that we're ready in case it all starts coming in. But it's dry in here. I'm comfortable. I don't know. Maybe we'll just wait and see if the rumbling gets closer. If not, then I'll be fine. Not a bad view from the hammock. It's pretty beautiful out right this second. Still hear a little bit of thunder rolling around in the distance. I don't know, how far away it is, if it's headed this way or anything. But I was thinking about dinner. Yeah, it's about that time. Yeah, everything out here is still pretty wet. Yeah, I'm probably gonna get my butt wet, which is dry right now. But that's okay. It'll dry. These shorts are thin and will dry. The bad part is all these damn bugs. Laying inside the hammock was really nice, keeping them off of me. All right, so like I said, I'm gonna do the pulled pork with salsa. I've got this tomatillo salsa. It's a medium. What I think I'm gonna do is just open this up, pour it in with the pulled pork, and just do it all back together. Probably do just the normal amount of water in this one, because a lot of times you need to go a little less water. So having something that's going to absorb some more water, I think will be good. And that's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to get this going and get these bugs off of me. Looks like we've got a good boil going on. How hot? Oh yeah. It's pretty warm. Hopefully this salsa is good, because I dumped the whole thing in here. Only it's tomatillo salsa, so I've got to assume it's going to be good. For my birthday, my wife had sent me a bunch of stuff from nuts.com. And one of them is this bag of gummy bears. These guys right here. And these are some of the best gummy bears I've ever had. Super soft, and the flavors are really, really good. I'm impressed. Okay, it's not going to be ready yet, but I do want to just give it a little taste just to see, like, did I mess up, or is this going to be okay? Oh, that's delicious. Oh yeah, that is good. A little bit more heat, but oh, the flavors. Oh, and it is a perfect consistency. Don't need any more water. And actually, it may be fully reconstituted right there. There was a black bean in that, and it was good. Black beans usually take about as long as the, a little more heat building up. About as long as the pork, because it's pretty big chunks of pork that are in there. That's the one thing with the outdoor pantry. Debbie does not skimp on the size of, like, how much meat is in there, how much of the quality content is actually in there. So, good stuff. All right, look at that big old chunk of meat right there. So good. Oh yeah. There is some heat in there. Definitely some heat. Ooh. Look at the size of that. That is one big chunk of meat. Fully reconstituted. Oh. Wow. Yep. that's definitely above a medium. So I've done it before, but really the best way to do this meal is get some tortillas, bring the tortillas out with you, get some of the powdered sour cream and some cheese. Makes for an awesome burrito in the backcountry. I mean, even just eating it out of the bag is fine, but it takes it to a whole new level when you pair it with a good burrito, or turn it into a good burrito. Yeah, and here's the stuff. Salsa Queen, roasted tomatillo salsa, freeze-dried. They've got, I think, 3 or 4 different flavors. I found them on Amazon. Not cheap, but really delicious. Yep. Yeah, it says, we roast tomatillos to create a tangy salsa with a bit of a kick. Definitely has a bit of a kick, but love the flavor. Oh, a storm is back. Full-fledged, big-time storm. It's coming down hardcore. Man. Good morning. Well, it rained off and on pretty much all night long. It's not raining right now, which is nice. It was warm enough last night that I did not use the underquilt. Underquilt is still hanging up over the ridge line, and yeah, it's not even on and loosely connected. I have no underquilt, nothing on below me, and I was warm. I was good all night long. Got a little cool about 3 o'clock, and that's when I threw on the top quilt. But up until about 3, I wasn't even using the top quilt. I think it was about 3 o'clock was when another thunderstorm rolled through, and that's what cooled things off. Definitely woke me up. It was loud. It was really loud. But it looks like it's definitely not sunny out, but it's not raining. So I'm slowly convincing myself to get out of here. Got some coffee to make, some breakfast to have, so we'll see if in the next hour or so I can roll myself out of here and get some breakfast, some coffee. It doesn't look nice outside. It's just overcast, wet. All my stuff is wet, so in here I'm all dry. Like, all my stuff here is dry, but the clothes I wore yesterday soaked, my shoes soaked, my chair soaked, everything soaked. So yeah. Every time I get out of here I have to flick slugs off of my stuff because they're just all over this area and they keep getting on all my stuff. Picked up my water bottle, had a slug on the side of it, had to flick it off of there. And then I had a slimy trail down the side of it. This is a beautiful spot though, I will say that. It's nice waking up to all the green moss out there, the stream rolling by.
Man, that is a good cup of coffee. Used the AeroPress Go and had some beans that were from Onyx Coffee. They were Colombian, but they had gone through a different fermenting process. Was a little bit experimental, but it came out very, very, very bright, very vibrant. Lots of sweet and floral notes, definitely no bitterness whatsoever. This is one that actually my wife, who doesn't like coffee whatsoever, tried and was like, wow, amazingly, it's not that bitter coffee flavor that everyone in the US associates with coffee. You know, that burnt Starbucks, Dunkin' Donuts, gas station type coffee that is kind of the quintessential American coffee. This is nothing like that. This is a really, really good cup of coffee. And I think that being out in the backcountry, out in the woods, just brings something even more to it. It adds another layer of complexity. Makes it more enjoyable. This scene, stream running through. It's beautiful. It is beautiful out here. I'm really glad I got out here. Not a huge trip for mileage wise, but a huge trip for me actually getting out and getting back on the trail. So look for me to do a lot more trail videos coming up soon. And I appreciate you guys sticking around while there weren't trip videos being posted. All right, well, camp is broken down. No sign that I was here. And I'm gonna go hit the trail. Now I'm actually looking at doing a little bit different trail going back. I took a look at the map, and rather than going back the way that I came, there is an alternate route. Looks like it's probably gonna have a very, very steep section, but that's okay. I'm good with that. What it does do though, is takes me up along this creek for a couple of miles, so that's gonna be pleasant. I reapplied the Picardin before hitting the trail, and I'm glad I did. I've got a swarm of these flies and mosquitoes all around me right now. Fortunately, they're not biting because I've got this stuff on, but they're still annoying. You guys can see all of these mosquitoes buzzing around my head. Fortunately, none of them are landing or trying to bite me at this point, but they are annoying. I've inhaled a few. Whew. It's pretty thick. Another nice little campsite right here, right along the creek, kind of in a quieter area. Pretty nice. I actually like this one a lot. This is obviously an area where a lot of people come to camp. There's a campsite over across, another campsite over here, but it is a beautiful area. I mean, you've got lots of rocks around. You've got the stream right there. You've got flowers. It's beautiful. Whew. Trail took a turn, headed straight up the hill, straight up to the ridge where I'll hit the path I came up yesterday and go back down to the car. Whew. But there's no relief. There are no switchbacks here. This is where I'm going up. Really steep. Whew. I'm out of breath. And every time I stop, they start swarming me. And the deer flies have joined the party. And headed back downhill. Whew. So this weekend's adventure was a little bit shorter than the normal, and I will get back to longer trips building upon what I've got going right here. I just needed to get out and actually do something this weekend. So I am happy that I was able to get on the trail, put in some miles, probably, I don't know, 6-7 round trip is all I did. Today was much shorter. Took a pretty direct path to get to where I'm at right now. And I've probably got half mile back to the car at this point. Started out with a little bit of excitement. Usually I am much more prepared for the things that are gonna happen during a trip. This one caught me off guard a little bit and kind of refreshes me that, hey, you need to make sure that you're staying prepared for everything. Have that liner in your pack. Have the rain jacket just in case. You know, those types of things, you know, you get used to really nice weather and you just take it for granted. And then something like a storm pops up and catches you out and you're left with wet gear. Now, I was able to set up my tarp, get everything hung out. The breeze that was going through had it lay on me while I was laying in the hammock, and got everything dry. But that's not always the case. Sometimes you can't dry your stuff, and so be prepared. That's really what I'm getting at. I need to do better about it, and just use that as a reminder for yourselves that you need to stay prepared when you're going out. Simple little trip can turn into a disaster pretty quickly. Where I was when that thunderstorm rolled in, absolutely worst case place to be. And I know better. Next time, I'll heed the warnings as I hear them coming in and choose a more appropriate path. All right, guys, well, I am back at the car, and that's gonna put a wrap on this weekend. I'm already thinking about where I'm gonna go for the next trip. I think, even though I'm pretty sure the black flies are gonna be maybe even worse than they were here, I think I might go buy a mosquito net and have that available. But I think I wanna head up to the Adirondacks. I think that's gonna be my next trip. So maybe next weekend, we'll see. We'll see what next weekend looks like. The following weekend, I'll be in Oklahoma, so nothing there. And after that, there's definitely the possibility that I could get back out, maybe do something up there again. But it's about that time that I think I need to get up to the Adirondacks. I have not gotten back up to the Adirondacks in a long time. Maybe I need to reach out to Jeremy, Sherpa Man, and see what he's up to, see if he's up for an adventure. All right, guys, appreciate you guys checking this out. If any questions, any comments, leave them down below. As always, I appreciate you guys checking this out, and I will see you guys down the trail.